Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this is a little bit different than what I typically do, and as you've seen, I've posted a video about a tractor. So during the off season, my car has been in the shop and just waiting its turn to get worked on. And meanwhile, my family, my wife and I, and my two kids, we decided now was the perfect time to buy property because we live in Middle Tennessee, and we have folks moving in from all over. A lot of, I'm not going to get political, but a lot of blue states, overtaxed, overgoverned, and they're coming in looking to scoop up land and live a much simpler life. I don't blame them one bit. So all I'm doing is I'm going to start adding a couple more videos about our, I would say ranch. I don't want to insult anybody who's like in Texas and has like 8,000 acres, and that's a ranch. We only have 40 acres in Tennessee, and for anybody who lives in a city, that seems like a lot, and it's perfect for my family and I and what we plan on doing with it. So we're just going to make some videos of developing the land, because this is raw land that has not been touched since the 70s. And so behind me, as you can see, I got a little makeshift garage that has our equipment in it. Yeah, I'll turn the camera around. All right. So where I'm currently standing is, as you can see, we got a cleared spot here. We're going to be putting in a one of those Amish built cabins. It's roughed out on the inside with a double loft, and we're going to finish it out. It'll be the bare essentials, nothing too crazy, but enough that you can come out here for a couple of days and get away from the noise. This is 7 acres on the north side of the property. It's flat, and if you can't hear it, there is a stream that borders the property. So I'm going to walk over to it so you can see it. And it's amazing, especially early in the morning or late in the evening, because that's all you hear. We do have a road that cuts the property in half that's right there. It's not very busy. It's really hardly any traffic whatsoever, because where we're at, there's not many residents. So cross over here. So down there is the stream. It runs all year long. This is the stream that's crossing from the other side of the property that comes to that 4-foot culvert over there. Because there's 33 acres on the other side of that property. It's all hills, and there's a big valley down to the south, way over there, and that's where this water's coming from. Is from that stream, and it's skating along the side of the hill. There's an old stone wall on the opposite side that maybe you'll see sometime in a future video, and then it comes through this culvert down through here, and then connects to the main stream here. Water's crystal clear. There's plenty of spots in there that my kids will be excited to go swimming when it warms up, because it's knee deep to armpit deep in some spots. There's fish in there. Really couldn't ask for anything better. So far this side, my wife and I, with the help of a few friends, we've got in here and we've cut a perimeter road that goes all the way around, and then we've cut some that kind of cut through, and you can kind of see that this is the perimeter road that runs around the outside of the property here. And we just closed on this property a month ago. So my wife and I have been out here every single day, or Friday through Sunday, as long as the weather's nice, cutting and clearing. So, hopefully you guys follow along, with us, building out what's been one of our biggest dreams, is to own land and develop it, to have, a really cool place for ourselves to get away from. And then I'm also going to add maybe 2 or 3 small cabins and do kind of like Airbnb style. So if you find yourself in Middle Tennessee and you want to get away, feel free to look us up. The name of the place is called Brandon Iron Hills. That's what we've named it. It's not just a cliche name or something because of Yellowstone. My wife and I met in a place called the Brandon Iron many years ago, in San Bernardino, California, when I was in the Marine Corps station out there. So we decided to name it that. It's we've been together, and through thick and thin of all kinds of stuff, the ups and downs, and broke, and when times are good and times are bad, and well, we're more established and business is doing well, so we figured now time is right to start building a legacy, and what better way to do that with some land. So right now, in terms of shelter, this is all we have. So this is right now as primitive as it gets. This is one of those Shelter Logic 12 by, I think it's 20 garages that you can get at Tractor Supply. It's got a metal frame, vinyl roof or vinyl shell, and ratchet straps. It's kind of similar to in the military and stayed in Alaskan tent. It's like very similar to that, but without the insulation and not nearly as durable on the outside. Like it's like a really thick tarp with some type of coating on it. So I really wouldn't call it an Alaskan, but it's like a Alaskan tent from wish.com. So right now the equipment that we got out here we've been using is our 2022 John Deere 3038E tractor with the front loader, and then we got some implements out back there. We have a 2019 Can-Am Maverick Trail. This is the 800 model. This thing is like a freaking, you can take it anywhere. We don't have the giant oversized wheels on it. This is the OEM tires, OEM rims, and we can take it anywhere on the property, whether it's soaking nasty muddy out here or it's perfect, and we can take up to steep it as an incline. Just put it in 4-wheel drive and it goes right up, no problem. It is a trail model, so it's only 60 inches wide, which makes it perfect for getting around on the other side of the property where we have all these large hardwoods, and there's really no trails yet. My kids, my boys, they've been bombing around on this little guy right here. This is a Polaris Hammerhead go-kart. It's really a Polaris just took like a relatively decent Chinese brand go-kart, and I think it's a 150, I believe it is, or maybe a 250. Rear-wheel drive, 2-seater. It's got headlights, a horn, and a 12-volt little connector deal. But just put premium gas in it, and they just start it up and go. And it pretty much it'll go just about, I want to say anywhere, but like I said, it is 2-wheel drive. They do have a hard time getting up the real steep hills, and when I say steep, it's freaking steep. Like if you're riding a 4-wheeler, you're going to be on top of your handlebar steep. But for the flat side, it does a really good job. So they get to bomb around here and set up their forts and do what little boys or boys are supposed to do instead of sitting in front of a freaking TV. You know what I mean? So let's go around the other side here. Alright. So this side, like I said, it was logged in the 70s is what I was told. So most of the trees are junior trees about this size. We got a lot of white oak in here and some tall pine. But yeah, there's not many mature trees. So the implements we got, I didn't get to show them in the other video, is we got these right here. The Frontier RC 2060, which is a 60-inch brush hog, and then the Frontier 60-inch box blade with it's got the ripper teeth turned upside down right now because I was dragging the road a couple days ago. So these are definitely some must-haves. So if you're looking at getting property or you got a tractor, and you maintain at least a couple acres or more, box blade, brush hog. Without a doubt, best investment for your tractor, and they're not that expensive, surprisingly. Now, the brush hog is, I think it was $2,500, and the box blade was about $1,000. I bought it all together as a package deal when I bought the tractor. I don't know if I got a discount on it. Maybe I got ripped off because it's green. I don't know. You guys could chime in and tell me. But yeah, so I think it's gonna be a really cool experience. I know a lot of y'all are out there, looking to live this kind of lifestyle, make it, live a bit simpler, get away from the hustle and bustle and the noise and the social media, and the world's just going crazy. Because right now, you have Russia just invaded Ukraine, and just also happen to be, as COVID seems to be dying off, and just one thing after another. So, get out in nature, get away from the noise, and kind of reconnect with what it's like to be a human being, you know, with your family and friends. But I think it's gonna be really nice. You know, it's just really hard to beat. The whole property is surrounded with water, or running water, fresh running water, all year long. Let's get through this thicket here. Look at that. There's a beaver dam a little bit further down that way. But you could just come out here, sit and hang out, and just listen to the hung up in the thorns. Now that's the one bad thing about reconnecting with nature is you get a thorn right in your rib cage. Oh, a good one, man. But walk the property a little bit, but just walk it. So this road here was much narrower when we first got it, and there was a lot of these trees that had kind of grown diagonally, and you could barely get the truck under it. So cleared it a lot of it again with a tractor, chainsaw, and my wife with a DeWalt Sawzall. So we're walking a bit further south on the property. Not going to go too terribly far, but you can see in here is where we cut some of the trails and roads that go through the center. Smack in the middle there, where I cut down all the trees. Over there where I cut down all the trees, what I did through the property, I cut them at 8-foot lengths and stacked them up, about like 3 deep, and then roughly 5 foot tall, filled it in with dirt, made a little small arms range. You know, why not? We're in America, we're in Tennessee, you know, it's constitutional carry. I have my concealed carry, but you know, we love shooting, you know, so we got targets set up over there. It's kind of primitive for now, but eventually I'll make it much more professional looking with bigger berms and stuff. But you know, if you got the property, why not? So in this area, I haven't begun yet, but I'm roughly, I don't know, probably about 2 acres away from where we originally were, where the cabin, where we have the clearing for our cabin, the big cabin. But I'm looking somewhere in here and putting a small cabin where, like I said, we can do the rental for like Airbnb and stuff. So I think it'd be really cool. You'd be able to drive right in, you know, stay for the weekend. Stream is right across here. If you want to go walking, you can go right across the street and go hiking up in there. If you want to bring a side-by-side or a four-wheeler, you know, somebody will be able to do that. So it's just, we're not stingy people, you know, and with life stressful enough as it is, so why not, you know, share a little bit with what we got. So yeah, man, I just love this stream. I think this is like the most open spot there is right here. I need to get in there with some waders and grab that. There's a rug or something across there. That's the only thing that it's unsightly. There's some of the trash that kind of makes its way into the stream because we're near the Cumberland River, which is a very busy river. You know, just some of the trash from that river makes its way into these streams, and it just needs to be picked out. But all in all, not terribly dirty, nothing like that. Just got to take care of whole Mother Earth. So, well, I'm not going to walk all the way to the other side of the property. We got plenty of time, plenty more videos for all that stuff. But yeah, so hopefully you follow along our journey of developing this property and turning this raw land into our dream. And who knows, maybe one day you might find yourself in Middle Tennessee and looking for a place to stay near the land between the lakes. And we're right here. I mean, we're nearby, so hit us up when it's all said and done. As of now, it's not a whole lot, but I appreciate the continued support. Race car stuff is coming real soon, so if you're a race car guy and that's why you followed the page, in this video. It really isn't for you, I understand, but race car stuff is coming, and hopefully we'll get out there and start shattering some records. At least bringing home some W's. That's all I want. Some trophies, maybe some prize money here and there, and yeah, we're about to get on it. So appreciate you guys. Be safe, and I will see y'all later.